Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my patron subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney and everything revolving around them, and Donald Trump going after his political opponents. Once again, I'm going to take a look at this. We talked about Liz Cheney in another video a long time ago. We talked about her possibly becoming Speaker of the House, or even talked about her running against Trump back in 2024. And in that video, it was very informative, very informative really, but also highly juicy in terms of intel. And specifically it talked about how Liz Cheney, well, let me not ruin it for you, but let's just put it plainly put, she took Trump down. Okay? In that video, I thought it was about her running after Trump in 2024. I was not entirely wrong, because theoretically she was not the one running, but she was running alongside Vice President Harris in the presidential election. So it wasn't really wrong in that idea. But again, the energy is very hard to really pinpoint exactly what somebody's going to do, because there's the choice of will here. But also, as well, tarot cards never lie. It's the interpreter. Right? The interpreter might get something wrong. Right? That's what I always say. Tarot cards are never incorrect. Never. Only the interpreter is, because some things are not allowed to be seen, because we have our judgment clouded, because we're not able to see what we're not meant to see or know at that time, right? Not everything is meant to be known to you. Like, for example, I would use this terminology that I would tell all my clients, that if you were meant to know who your lover was going to be, you will sit down and wait for your lover to arrive, and when they do come, you were supposed to date all these other people before you were to meet your one. But because you didn't do that, because you knew who your lover or your partner was going to be, you waited. But because you waited, you did not become their person anymore. And therefore, you are no longer a match. So for those who are like single and unable to like find a partner, that is because you didn't do your part. You didn't go out and date and meet all these other people. Because you didn't go out and date or meet all these other people, how can you find your soulmate? If you're not even meant for anything, you're not meant for your soulmate anymore. Because your soulmate, well, he needs a person who's strong, who is ambitious, who knows and guess what they want. But maybe you're like the type to sit on the couch and just watch TV and just do the basic mundane thing. You're not meant for each other anymore. That's the whole thing about it. Is that tarot cards are saying the same thing. I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know. But, I don't know. But anyway, besides the point, let's just begin. This video is just for entertainment purposes only, and also allied purposes only as well. So this video in particular is being recorded on December 28th at 3:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when this video is being recorded. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and engage with the content. The more you do so, not only will you be seeing my videos, but you'll also be seeing other tarot card videos, and also astrologies as well. I highly recommend you go and check out my new recent video revolving around whether or not Spirit had misled us or misguided us about revolving around the 2024 election, and whether or not Trump is going to be considered illegitimate president. So we are going to do that video. It has been done and already uploaded. So go and check that video out before you watch this video. Anyway, I love you. Let's begin. I want to say thank you for all your love and support for all you guys. I want you to make sure that you know that in that other video, I might have come off a little harsh. I hope I did not. That was not my intention at all. My intention was to basically set the record straight for you guys and just tell you basically, don't let anyone tell you what to do. Don't let anyone boss you around. Don't let anybody tell you how to read tarot cards. Just read it the way you want to. Okay? So anyway, besides the point, let's just begin, and we'll go from here. Alright, so let's read about Liz Cheney's Spirit. Is this the right tarot card? Okay, so they told me yes. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me about Liz Cheney. And yes, I'm on the floor, okay? I have my tarot card studio in the basement. My puppies are there. You know how puppies are in the cage. They're very unreliable. They're going to be screaming and yelling and barking. So, and it's gonna mess up my energy. It's gonna mess up yours. It's not gonna be good for either of us. So I'm doing it in the bathroom to just make do what we can. Okay, I get that a lot of you guys are like, oh, doesn't matter. Okay, it does not matter where I am. As long as I do the information and get the information out to you, doesn't matter where the information is being done. Okay. All right. So, spiritual angel, tell me about Liz Cheney. What do we need to know about Liz Cheney? Okay. She's no longer in government. We know that. Right? We know that she's no longer in government, which is why the Hierophant card is reversed, and the woman out of power, out of position of power. Guys, I tell you this all the time. This is literally my card. For when it's upright, it means the person's in power. They're going to win power. They're going to win control. It's reversed. She's out of power. Okay, we know that. Okay, so that's giving me like the summary of Liz Cheney so far. There's some sort of victory here with her removal. There's a write-in for victory. I'm hearing harpooning to victory. Harpooning. There's something with and harpooning the victory. What does that mean, actually? I never heard of that before. Harpooning the victory. What does harpooning to victory mean? Okay, let's see. Harpooning the victory means to achieve decisive win by striking forcefully and decisively, like a harpoon piercing its target, effectively capturing or defeating an opponent with a single powerful action. It implies swift and impactful triumph. Oh wow, okay. So that's good for Liz Cheney. Holy cow. Okay. Never heard it that way before until right now. We have here a Knight of Wands. That makes a lot of sense because we have the victory card here, and this is the person who's going after her. So there's some sort of piercing up there. Something's gonna crack. And in the end, she still has great fortune. Great fortune is still on her side. Good fortune, actually. She's not gonna be betrayed. Yeah, no. She'll be fine. She'll hold up her own. We have here. She's not the one to fight. If she was afraid to fight, she wouldn't have done that. She knew what she walked into. She's not messing around. We have here, she has been blinded by certain people. Like she thought that she had more allies in government than she initially thought. But in the end, even though she lost the allies for her own party, she gained allies. So she kind of like made up for that loss. We do have here, though, we do have the Ace of Swords reversed, which means that she's not going to be able to pierce the incumbent. So this is my incumbency card, removing the incumbent from the throne or forcibly injuring them in a way in which they cannot proceed forward. This reversed, despite the fact of triumph, like instead it talks about, what we just talked about. It's saying here that it's not going to be 100% definitive. There will be some sort of pushback. It won't be 100% fully pierced, but it will be pierced. Whatever she does, it's going to be quite damaging to Trump and the Republican. We do have the Four of Pentacles reverse, and that card is talking about her father. So her father comes in at the Four of Pentacles reverse. This is interesting. Had to do something with, yeah, had to do with her father and celebration here. So something celebrating. I'm hearing the three generations, so I'm assuming maybe it might be talking about like, it keeps showing me the Bushes. But the Bushes are not related to the Cheneys unless, the 2020. Excuse me. It's telling me here with the Three of Cups here, telling me that the Bushes are related in some capacity, but, the only way that they were related is that Cheney ran alongside Bush in 2000. However, here we have the election night. So something being washed, a washing of something. A judgment, people making a choice. Or the judgment here. We have here the people did not pick or choose who they want to be the next president. Right, we talked about that if you watched my previous video. It said this all in the reading. We have here the cup being given back to the people. So the cup being given back. So she knows something. She reveals something. Oh shit. So in the other video, how I talked about how I said the blonde woman in particular is going to be very important and how she played a major role. It looks like to me Liz Cheney is that person. So thank you for the person who suggested her. because we might have just found out who the blonde person is. And we have here transformation, a rebirth, a death. What is that death? It's domestic. So something happened domestically with 45. Something happened domestically in 45. So something happened in the United States revolving around Donald Trump and all this shit that happens. Excuse me for the language, but that's what it feels like. And it feels like this is chaos, pure chaos. And for some reason, the two words I just used, the poop word in particular, is somehow convenient in this. For some reason, it's the appropriate word because it feels like the other words just don't fit into the sanctuary and what it is that I'm referring to. Because the reason why is on the bottom of the deck. Well, let's take a look. Ooh, okay. There you go. That's why I told you. There's the reason why I had to say those words. Obviously, I never really cursed on the channel, but for some reason, it came out of my mouth in this one. It was not intentional. It was just accidental. So if I offended you, I'm sincerely sorry. But I can't take back what I said, particularly because, well, that's what Spirit wanted me to say. So we have the Tower card here. The Tower card saying that they're the downfall and it's going to be a crap fest. Right? It's going to be a crap fest. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. Trump said to believe me when I say it's going to be huge. Huge. Okay? It's going to be amazing. Amazing. And we have the Seven of Cups reverse, a lack of confusion, and something gets found. Like something gets found, and it has to do with a woman, in particular an immigrant. And there will be a loss that will come about, but also not a loss for just the immigrant. So it's like almost feel like there's two immigrants here. One immigrant's gonna get some big trouble, the other immigrant is gonna get benefited. And here we have the temperance. Balance in the women, balance in the female presidency. And here, the manifestation, she holds the power. She holds the power, yeah. It's just right now we're waiting on the Page of Swords reverse to come in. And when it does come in, the next one is going to be the Queen of Wands here, which is the Harris presidency, followed by the reversal Ace of Cups, which is the lack of voting or the lack of ability to prove whether or not there was thievery. But that does not matter because the Four of Cups reverse is telling me here that there's not a refusal of a pathway forward by the divine. The Lovers card is telling me here that how Biden is a transitional president. I said this many times before on my channel. Well, before he became the president, I said that he's going to be considered a transitional president. He has to do something with the next transition. He is that little leapway or bridge before the next president, and that's the Lovers card reverse. And when that happens, the Moon card, something gets revealed, and the Page of Pentacles is upright, which tells me something gets handed over to the Fool temporarily. And while the Fool thinks that he won, and that everybody's leaving the Five of Pentacles, he's going to start to get betrayed. And a line of succession takes place. Right? The Wheel of Fortune starts to enter in and starts to kick in and start turning. He feels very betrayed because he does not know what's going to happen because he does not want to lead the presidency. However, justice is about to be served. And when justice gets served, the High Priestess comes in, and Joe Biden is gone by this point because he's out of power. But we have the Hangman upright, which means consciousness is awakened. The Knight of Pentacles is holding the pentacle for the next president and hands it over to the presidency. So something gets handed over to the president. There will be a dark time in the country because the country is going to be going through a lot of turmoil just for a woman as president. But we have the Queen of Swords reversed, which is the Harris card, and the Emperor card, which is the Trump card, also being reversed. But don't worry, because there will be strength in all of that. And that strength will be going back to the future, going to the future. And this has been my future card when it's reversed. However, the future is still uncertain. The future is still uncertain, and it's still being written when it comes to the White House. And that's why the conservative wing, the conservative president is still very much not certain to be in the next presidency. So, that is the story of Liz Cheney and her father. I don't really see any more information. Is there any more information regarding Liz Cheney? No. Instead, I pretty much covered it. So, at least we have 2 videos out. And this one's a little short. A lot shorter than I anticipated, but nonetheless, it's still important though. So, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and engage with the content and watch my other videos if you have not been caught up. Highly recommend you go and watch them. They're very informative. Yeah, anyway, I love you. I do. Thank you again. Bye.